Hey guys, Ultra Maximus official merchandise is now available on my Spring store. Help support the channel and shop by clicking the link below. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another comic book review, and today I'm going to take a look at two books that I picked up on Trick or Read this Halloween. One was a manga called Origin by, and I'm going to kill this guy's name, is it Boichi? Tell me how to pronounce it, I really don't know. I don't pick up a lot of manga stuff, but, you know, hey, it was free, so I figured I'd go ahead and check it out. And it was definitely very interesting. The other book I picked up, or one of the other books I picked up, was Dark Spaces from IDW Publishing. Scott Snyder Presents Dark Spaces, which is a collection of snippets from various books. And there's some interesting pieces in it. So first, let's talk about Origin. So again, I don't pick a lot of manga up, and I gotta say, after getting used to reading it, because I can never figure out exactly how to read manga books, because I just don't read a lot of them, I couldn't put it down. I whipped through this book really quick. Granted, it's not that thick of a book, but it was really good, and it's a couple different stories in here. So the first story, again, spoiler alerts, we're going to talk about the stories. The first one is about these, they look like gangsters or something, and they run into a robotic assassin girl thing. I'm not really sure. And then she ends up, yeah, some pretty cool artwork in it. Definitely dig it. She ends up taking out all these gangsters, and then this one guy, she's like, oh, I didn't expect you to pop up, and he turns out to be another robot, like a samurai type robot, hiding the blade up the sleeve, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so basically these two kind of go at it and they start fighting, and very interesting. It kind of cuts off, she like splays up and runs up the wall. Very, very weird. So it kind of cuts off in the battle. So I'm very interested to see what goes on with that. Very cool, very fun. Then the other little snippet is about a little girl and her grandma. And she's talking about cutting her hair, and the little girl's upset. She goes, well, I don't want them to take you away just yet. You know, your hair will go back. Blah, 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 blah. And so she's all kinds of sad. And then it cuts to these two guys, and they're talking about heights and all kinds of stuff, and intercut to another story. And then it talking about fears and heights and all kinds of stuff, and this weird hand monster thing comes up. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that one. Again, it was interesting. And then it cuts to, I believe this is the little girl as she has grown older. Now she's on this train, and she sees this mirror image that has no hair in the window, and she like starts to wig out as like the train starts eating her hair, and she's like, wait a minute, is that me? And at the end, it's really weird and creepy. Yeah, this bald reflection kind of turns around, is like, ah. So yeah, definitely interesting. It caught my attention. It kept my attention as I went through it. I'm going to have to look for more from this writer in this series. Very cool stuff. Again, I don't pick up manga a lot, and this absolutely caught my attention and was really, really cool. So a great pickup. It was called Origin. Definitely gonna have to check more of that out. If you have read this series, or you know more from that writer and artist, leave a comment down below. I would love to know more. And then the other book I read here was Dark Spaces. And this is an IDW comic, and it's a bunch of snippets of stories. The first one's called Wildfire, and it starts out with this woman. She gets, like, I guess she's getting out of prison, and she's starting a new life, and she's living a simple life and all this stuff, and she finds out she's got cancer and throat cancer, and she's got to go back up to Smoke, which is a firefighting team, and so she's going up to go help them, and this and that and the other, and oh my god, it turns out they are lesbian prisoner firefighters. One has purple hair. They're all very butch. I'm just like, oh my god. It's just really, really, I don't know. It just, once I flipped the page and I saw the purple hair and all the women, I was like, I fell out of this. They're essentially talking about going up to her old boss. His house is closed, and he's got a bunch of art and a bunch of stuff that they could steal, and they could heist it before the fire burns it all down and get away with it and all that kind of jazz. So I don't know. It lost me again. Dark Spaces Wildfire. It lost me with the purple hair and all the lesbian women prison firefighters. I just, yeah, pass. And then the second one is from Dark Spaces Good Deeds, and talks about things out in the woods that are old and unremembered and all this kind of jazz. And this woman wakes up. She has a nightmare. She wakes up. I do like the artwork in this one. This looks really cool. She is a writer of some sort, and she's kind of talking to her editor. She's trying to get a better story, and I guess she screwed something up 5 years ago. Now she's put on a fluff piece, and she doesn't really want to do it, but it is what it is. And again, I like the artwork a lot. It reminds me of the old Max comics back in the day. It's kind of got that kind of vibe to it, maybe a little Todd McFarlane-esque kind of vibe from the 90s, so I definitely dig that. And then it cuts down to where she's going, and a girl and her mom are getting a house and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of interesting. Again, the art really kind of pulled me into that one. I thought that one was pretty cool. And then the next one was from the Hollywood special. Dark Spaces, the Hollywood special. And it's these actors from a movie. It looks like it's in the 40s. And it's some kind of plane movie. And they're going around, and they're on a train, and they're doing a tour across the country or something. And they stop at some miner's town. And there's a little girl. She's the only one that's there. And they're like, where are all the people at? And she's like, I promised I would be there. Can you sign this? Can you sign this? And they're like, where's everybody at? And they're with the Mishmash Man. They're like, the what? And then it kind of cuts to the mine, and there's a disaster going on or something. So again, that one looked interesting. I thought that one was pretty cool. And then the last one is called Dark Spaces Dungeon. And this is interesting, the fact there's no dialogue. It's just images. And it's like this girl is escaping out of an underground sewer in the winter woods. Very interesting, and she kind of crawls up out and runs into a truck driver. So that was interesting. I like instead of Mack trucks, it's mock truck. I thought that was pretty funny. Again, the artwork looks pretty decent on that one. And then it cuts to some super bougie looking house, and a guy with a kid with some kind of alien blanket stuffy thing. He's trying to get the kid to go to sleep. And he puts the kid up there, and he goes to close the door, and he's got kind of a maniacal look on his face. So I don't know what that's about. But I liked the no dialogue. I thought that was pretty cool. Reminded me of the old G.I. Joe Snake Eyes book. The books that don't have dialogue, like there was a series of dinosaur books that didn't have dialogue. It was just straight art. So sometimes those are pretty cool. The first story, that was really kind of bleh. I think the writer, story with the writer, and then the Hollywood story are probably the two of the coolest in this one. Is it cool enough for me? There's the Hollywood special advertisement on the back. Is it cool enough for me to go and buy the books? I don't know. I may look at a couple of them from the stories that I looked at to see if they're anything. So looks like they're 6-issue. The Hollywood one at least is a 6-issue series, and yeah. So some of these books are kind of fun. They're kind of cool. The first one, Total Pass. It lost me with the purple hair, lesbian firemen, fire women, whammons. Yeah, no, so pass on that. But the other story's kind of interesting. And then the manga book, again, this one really caught my attention. It was very cool. I read this probably the quickest of any of the books I've picked up thus far for Trick or Read. So I definitely recommend taking a look at that one if you like manga. The art is cool, and it's just very interesting and very, very different. So yeah, there we go. Origin and Dark Spaces from Trick or Read. Got them free at my local comic book shop. Definitely cool. Check out your local comic shop. The one here in Indianapolis I go to is Comic Carnival. You know, they've always got fun things like this going on. I think these are great ideas for kids to get into comics, and it's also a good idea for to get this out there and have people look at books that they normally wouldn't pick up, which is exactly what I did. I picked up a bunch of books I normally would not buy just to check them out, and I found a couple decent ones there. So thanks guys for watching. If you want to see more comic book reviews, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Put a comment down below. What have you guys been reading lately? I'd love to hear from you. Remember, every 1,000 subscribers I get, I'm going to give you, the fans, a chance to win a free action figure. Support the channel by shopping the Ultra Maximus merchandise store. Links are down below. And as always, look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to my top subscribers and to my newest subscribers. Thank you all so much for helping grow the channel. Remember, for every 1,000 subscribers, I'll give you, the fans, a chance to win a free action figure. If you don't see your name and want to be included, like this video, add a comment down below telling me to add you, and of course, subscribe. Thanks again, and look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos. And follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.